my goodness. We got our crib.
I don't think you can.
Now we gonna try and build it.
Let's see how many parts this thing has. See how fast I get upset.
Stokke Sleepi Mini. I should let my hair down so I look cute. Not yet, we'll do that for the thumbnail. So, part of the nesting, we got our crib, we're gonna put it together. So that is just gonna be a little quick time lapse. So that's for that. But for this, we got our Stokke. It's so cute. We got our Stokke Sleepi Mini. So it's like the bassinet version. It converts 2 more bigger sizes. So right now, Hubs is just taking out the pieces. So we're going, first things first, we're gonna assemble the pieces because that's just what you do. Take them all out, make sure you got them all, set them aside, and then I'm gonna come back to you and see if, try to tell you piece by piece how to actually build this thing, because every YouTube video I've seen is no help. So maybe mine will be better. It looks pretty self-explanatory. This looks like really good wood too. Let me actually show you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is such a good size. Wow, the other one would have been really, really huge. All right. Looks simple. Looks simple.
There's not much to this.
I know, but most of the videos that I saw was like, well, they also were not very instructional, so we'll see. Pot list. Okay, we finally just unpacked everything. We had a small freak out because we thought it didn't come with instructions, but we found it and it is hefty. It is really big, but this is like a 4-in-1 kit. So this is the instructions for, I love you. For the Stokke Sleepi Mini extension bed and extension junior. So let's see. Okay, so we just jumped over obstacle number 1. Make sure you are doing the right screws. Make sure you're doing the right screws. So we just did step 1. By the way, these have no verbal instructions, it's just all pictures. So the first step is to just basically take these things, there's only 2 of them, and attach them with the 6mm screws. And then it specifically said don't tighten everything until everything's assembled. So we did that. I did one side, he did the other. And now we are doing step 2. So let's see how that goes. Okay, this is valuable information. Let us be frustrated so that you don't have to be. So I'm going to flip this camera around to show you a small mistake we made in step 1 that we are now noticing in step 2. Very minor, just tedious and annoying, but not harmful to the crib so far. Hold on. Okay, so this is all pictures. It's not very specific. Fabulous, you know. It's not being very specific in terms of how you're supposed to put this together, in terms of where holes should be. It's not being marked properly. So you have to make sure that you are, that when you put this together, that the holes are on the outer edges. Because over here, when we put it together, the holes just happen to be on the inner edges. So now we have to take this middle part out from one of our sides and reposition it to be on here, and then flip this and put it here. Do you see what I'm saying? Step 2. Shiny. Okay. Here we go. Step 2. We need this for now. And you just attach them to the ends. Right now we are on
the only way.
This part. Slip it in. That's what she said. Slip it in. There you go. Easy as that so far. Do that to all of them. Okay, step 2. We're gonna put this, this, and this right here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Do you even possess a pair of balls, little brother? Are they even attached? I mean, if they... You, Glenn, and Maggie, I've done worse. Your people look at me like I'm the devil.
Washer, screw,
They walk through darkness,
90 degree,
north of destruction,
tingy.
wasted, and noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand.
The hole is down here.
But it shall not come nigh thee.
Not that one.
Only
This one.
with thine eyes shalt thou behold,
And then
and see the
this.
reward of the wicked.
This one. And then you just screw it.
Surely, there shall no evil befall thee.
Oh my god, this is so cute. We're gonna have a baby soon. In like a month. That's crazy talk. Crazy town.
Keep you too safe.
Okay, so step 3 technically is the next page. We're putting the bed together. So we're putting my side and his side together. It's really bothering me the way that the white is like. I think it's because we have this light plus the regular natural light. The next step is we need 4 pieces of the 65mm G and H. So we're gonna need the long screws plus the little washer things that go attached to it. So, and we're gonna need 4 each, so we're gonna need 8. So the next step is to put this together, but before I do that, I'm actually gonna tighten these guys because I think this step, technically step 2, is as good as it's gonna get, but I obviously don't want to split the wood. That's good enough. Do step 3. After that step, it's put together, or at least the shape of it is. So now we're gonna go to the next step. I've lost track of what step we're at because they're not labeled, but it's mostly this guy, and I'm guessing it's gonna go on top of these brackets that we just put on. So we're gonna make sure we're putting on the right screws. Make sure you read the label. I don't know why it doesn't say step 1, 2. At least IKEA did that. This one is just like MM screw washer, and we just have to make sure we're doing it properly. So okay, I think we're on like the almost like what, the second to last step. So we finally just put this on. A little hard, only because some of the holes did not match up or line up with the screws, so we actually kind of had to press this together a little bit. So while I put the screws in, hubby had to just press the crib, but that's also why they tell you not to tighten all the screws at first, or to like severely tighten them. And since this is real beech wood, it's, you know, it's working pretty good. Also, don't tighten it so much that it splits, because then you're just going to be upset. But this is where it's at the base. Make sure that the instruction little flappy thing is on the bottom. I don't know why it has a tag, but and so that's where that is. Putting the wheels on is a 2-person job.
What's your daughter think? About what you are?
It's officially 6:16 and we're done. Wasn't as daunting. I really thought this was going to be really difficult because I couldn't find anything for it. That's I got for this for the bigger extension. So it came with everything obviously, but not a sheet set, so I gotta buy that. So we're gonna do that. And I didn't purchase the canopy because it was $100, so I'm just gonna make one. But it's 6:16, we finished it. I'm going to check my phone to see how long it actually took us to do this, and that's that. So it took us about an hour and a half. I just checked the time. We started around 4:40, and yeah, if we didn't mess up initially just by, you know, trial and error, because they don't have like, you know, step 1, step 2, part A goes to part B, then we could have easily finished this in with an hour, in an hour's time, or easily 45 minutes if we were that determined and skilled and just knew what we were doing. But it was not a hard crib to put together, and it looks so good, guys. It looks so good. Oh. Okay, it's a little dark in here just because I'm lazy to turn on the light. But ignore the TV in the background, please, no copyright. I'm gonna close the door. La 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 la. Okay, we just finished building the crib. I actually wanted to do some instructions on how to build this properly. Any kind of obstacles we faced, not kind of, because we did. Very small, but easily could have been avoided had you taken the time to read the instructions. And when I say read, I mean interpret the pictures. So I'm gonna try and upload that, as I also try and do like some kind of description. I'm gonna try and scan the images that I have just so I can show people how they can properly build this. Thank you for watching, guys. I am out of breath. I need treats and snacks and smoothie and water, and I'm gonna pick my feet up because I deserve that reward. And I'm gonna shop for some sheets. So excited. Okay, say goodbye.